Hi guys, this is me, Harley found the Storage Short UK. I'm sorry that I ain't uploaded since my last upload. I actually got sick with tonsillitis. So I've recovered now, so now I'm going on my second review here. What is Jaws, the singing shark made by Gemmy Industries? So obviously because Big Mouth Billy Bass was such a popular hit, Jimmy made other singing fish to extend the Big Mouth Billy Bass line. And this was one of them, and if you think about it, it would have been very expensive to make because you have to get the JAWS license, then you have to get the license for the song, and the JAWS theme song, and the song what it sings, Mac the Knife. What fun fact is there is a parody of that called Mac Tonight for McDonald's. And another funny thing is there is a McDonald's singing fish called Frankie the Fish who sings about the Filet-O-Fish, and I actually do have him, and we will be making a video of him at a later date. So this here is my second JAWS, and I'll tell you the story about my first JAWS. My first JAWS didn't last very long, and I bought my dad bought me as a surprise, 3 singing fish, and none of those fish are actually in my collection anymore. It was Travis the Trout, a cool catfish, and a JAWS. And that was like kind of the set what like extended my singing fish collection when I was younger. And the cool catfish had like a completely broken tail. It was all the whistle pieces were snapped in it. Travis worked the best. His gear was split, but for some reason, after like 10 minutes of not using him and then pressing him again, his head actually started to lift. So yeah, at least I think it was a split gear. And then JAWS it was actually probably the best conditioned one, I would say, because the only thing that didn't work is a simple split gear in the head, but back then I didn't know how to fix them. And I would just like to mention that the Travis Trout and I believe the JAWS were covered in all black spots. So I just don't know why my dad decided. I think it was just because they were free and I was probably blagging him for more singing fish, so he just thought to get them, not realising the terrible condition that they were in. But he must have, I'm hoping he got a good price for them. So yeah, that's kind of the story. But well, actually, I didn't say. That's the story about my singing fish collection. But the actual JAWS didn't last very long because he just stopped working completely. And what happened was the black wire on the battery compartment came off, and then my parents just let me destroy the whole thing, open it up and see how it all worked. I mean, it were fun, but then I didn't have a JAWS for years until my 8th birthday. I got this guy, my second JAWS. And I think there are a few different generations, but I think this is the normal generation. It did come with the box, it wasn't the window box model. Also, I've heard from a lot of the members on this channel that they all thought that JAWS was a US exclusive since he was not an eBay UK or anything for a long time. I actually don't know what they're talking about because, I mean, I had JAWS when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and that was like quite a few years back, obviously, because I'm obviously a lot older now, and I've seen plenty of JAWSes for sale in the UK, so I don't know if I was just lucky when I was looking on eBay, but I've seen many JAWSes. And then this guy, he had a split gear, and it's taken like 2 or 3 years to get this guy working because I started fixing him. Some wires came off. And then I, for some reason, took the skin off, and I don't know, it's just taken a long time to just fix it. The wires are soldered back on. The gear is fixed. Also, when I took the skin off, I must have also taken the tail, and maybe one of the whistle pieces were broken. I don't remember. And I put the head on wrong because there's like 3 holes for where the head can go on, and I put it kind of in the middle. It's supposed to go it made the fish extra long, so the skin wouldn't go on properly and it wouldn't function right. But it's all back together, and I only fixed it because now they do seem to be rare, and the only one I think on eBay right now is for £99. Not worth it. That's a rip-off. And also, these do go for quite expensive on eBay. They are really expensive because it's a movie license, a popular movie license. So yeah, he basically, his tail starts flapping to the Jaws theme, and then Mac the Knife starts playing, and he then turns his head. So it does have the surprise factor like Billy Bass does, how he doesn't immediately start singing the lyrics, his head turns. That's the whole point of a singing fish, really. So I will go ahead and play him for you now. By the activation, I actually remembered why I took the skin off. Jaws, if you didn't know, the singing fish have foam in them, and when I repair them, I usually just take the foam out and don't put it back in. It doesn't bother me that they might not look like right, because honestly, I do think the foam does end up breaks them faster, especially with Jaws. They put such thick foam in it, and I think it does end up putting too much pressure on everything. And I just noticed that because the fin there, like, it kind of goes down and then out. So that's actually why I took the skin off. I just remembered that. So, yeah, he is a pretty cool singing fish. Also, one thing I would like to mention, it's also a very unique one, because there's only one singing shark, apart from the Bubble Bopper, I think they're called, what sing La Bamba. There's apparently a shark one, but I don't think it's ever been released. No one's ever seen it, even though there's Christmas versions, but there's just no shark. We've never seen the shark. I might be wrong about that, but I don't think it was ever released. I think it's just a prototype. So yeah, this is definitely a unique one to have in the collection, especially because, well, not only is there a shark, but the plaque is like part of a boat, and you can see on the bottom it's got a bike mark, and it's all teared. It's like, it's not even. It's not like symmetrical. It's very rough, and I do like that. And as you see, it says the Jaws, has the Jaws logo on it. So Yep. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.